Hello, I am Jake Fedora 15. I'm going to be submitting The Spirit and the Mouse, a cute little puzzle platformer released on the Nintendo Switch and on Steam on September 26th of this year. We're going to go ahead and start getting into the run, and I will talk about it as we go. So, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So, we are going to be following our main character, who is just referred to as Mouse. She's a little white mouse that lives in the sleepy, rainy French village of Santa Claire. So one night she was just roaming around and she got into. Not everybody was fortunate to be in a warm and dry place that night, because our main hero had to deal with a cat problem. But it's been a long night for a little mouse. It really has. And rain on top of it. But there's an interesting character trait about Mouse here. She enjoys helping people. So the first little part of the run is just us going up to windows and listening in on the things people are saying. I'll point out my favorite momentarily. The mouse saw unhappy humans and like, hey, I can help. This is one of my favorite conversations right here, talking about every time I open up the fridge, the doorbell rings. There's been a thunderstorm recently, and this thunderstorm has scrambled all the power. So, Mouse really hasn't found anything she can do to help just yet, but when we get up here, this lady can't open her window. She just put her laundry out to dry, and now she can't open her window since it's raining. But the wind blows away the favorite scarf. That scarf gets a lot of height and ends up on this tower on top of this building. So Mouse is going to think, I can do something about this. So Mouse is going to go scurry up that big pole on top of that building, grab that scarf, and bring it back. This was her chance. Tonight she could finally make a difference for someone. Can she bring happiness to someone in the little town of Santa Claire? We start in South Square. It's Santa Claire's town hall. There's a nice fountain, some residential stuff, the town hall, like was said. But here comes Mouse. In this game, Albion, the studio that created this game, added a squeak button. Usually in a normal run, I would try to see how many squeaks I could get during the run. I've seen people get over 10,000 squeaks, and I've learned today how they did it. Someone told me that they bind squeak to the scrolling wheel on a mouse and just over and over and over until they get a good squeak score. But we're almost to the tower, so take it away, Mouse. Snorlax dab. I'm not dabbing, Chobi. That's not happening. But, unfortunately for Mouse, this is very dangerous. Because she cannot untie the scarf. It's knotted up really tight. And the sky is becoming angry. And look at this ominous swirl. I mean, that looks so cool, but yet so ominous. And then the worst happens. Turns out that pole was actually a lightning rod designed to protect the town hall. Little Mouse was struck by lightning. But it wasn't just any lightning bolt. It was a talking lightning bolt. So Mouse is fine. She's alive. She's coursing with electrical energy now, so she can do things that a normal mouse couldn't, like go into electric boxes and travel up wires. But we're about to be introduced to our companion slash guy who gives us our mission slash pain in the neck, our friend, wait for it, Lumion. Yes, this is Lumion. Like I said, he's the guy that sends us on our missions, gives us our quest, and generally harasses us by being a pain in the neck from time to time. Lumion goes through an arc in this game, let's put it this way. I love going fast through Lumion's text with the Anyway, Lumion is a spirit guardian. His job is to keep humans happy. So Lumion is stuck in that lightning rod. By virtue of striking the lightning rod, he was trapped in it. And since he struck us, we have some of his powers. So he's like, hey, Mouse, I'm stuck here. You have my powers. You go do my job. Hey, Zach, how's it going today, bud? So yeah, Lumion's like, hey, you, I need you to go to East Street and collect some happiness for me. Because, unfortunately, that thunderstorm I've alluded to a couple of times, I've had days like that too, bud. The thunderstorm I've alluded to a couple of times has caused some havoc in the little town of Santa Clara. A mouse. Yeah, I can hear you. So, we're about to grab our first mission in this game. Michael here, unfortunately, due to the thunderstorm, the cable is out. But tonight is the season premiere of everybody's favorite oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Everybody's favorite TV show. So, no, he is missing it. We have to climb up this building and go find what is called a Kibling box. The Kibling box is going to help us restore that antenna dish. Well, I don't know what he said, so we have to collect those little electricity bolts that are called energy to activate the Kibling box. But anyway, how this game is going to work is each Kibling box has 2 or 3 Kiblings attached to it. This first box will have 2 Kiblings. Each Kibling is going to have a job that we need to help the Kibling accomplish. We'll get to that in a second. Those little guys are the Kiblings. This first Kibling is Key Kibble. Well, I've been saying that for weeks, bud. I've already told you that a couple of times. But anyway, that's not important right now. So anyway, Key Cable, Keyable as I call him. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but I will learn. His job is he wants to turn these antenna dishes towards the main antenna. So what we have to do is go to each one of those dishes and shock it when it is facing toward the main antenna dish. So but before we finish that one, we're going to talk to our friend Keypost here. Keypost has been charged with collecting mail that has been blown out of mailboxes from that thunderstorm. So we're actually going to help Keypost first. So we have to take Keypost to 5 different mailboxes to clean up the mail that's been blown away. And Keypost has some funny dialogue, like he's talking about bills or taxes. It looks urgent. I better put it back. You know, nobody really loves taxes, so. And here comes our first minor, very minor optimization in this game. If we run up the middle here, we do not have to climb up the steps and ledge grab and all that good stuff. So we're already at our second mailbox, which is right here. Yeah, it definitely took all the pressure away, for sure. So yeah, we're just going to take Keypost around to these different mailboxes, and he's going to say some little charming thing about what kind of mail they got. Like the first was taxes, and this one's this is a BOGO deal. I can't remember what the BOGO's for, but get a few more squeaks in there. I'm going to not squeak too much. I have to squeak a little bit because I always try to see how many squeaks I get, but you're good, bud. No need to be sorry. Like I say, there's never a reason to be upset about being late to a stream. Or even if you miss one. So we're about to say goodbye to Key Post here. So Key Post is going to go back to the Kibling box, which is one half of what we need to actually activate the Kibling box, excuse me, and reactivate the antenna. But now we gotta finish Keesable's quest. These blue light bulbs are not important because those are only for 100%. They're useful in the shop. If this was 100%, we would need to collect a lot more energy and all of the light bulbs that way. But I'm not going to talk anymore about 100%. Just, those light bulbs are not important for any percent. So now Keesable. I mean, I guess it's key cable, but I've been saying Keesable so long, I probably can't stop. Well, tell him I said hi back. So now that we got all the Kiblings back to the box, or both of them, I should say, all, yeah, all, we can reactivate this Kibling box, which in turn will make the antenna work. So now our friend can watch his TV show. All we have to do to finish this quest is go talk to him again. Michael says, hey, the power's back on. Hey, Lewis, how do you know so much about the show? My brother has told me about it. So apparently, Lewis also really likes the show, but apparently it's everybody's favorite show in this village. I can't remember what the show is, but everybody's watching it, and Michael thought he was going to miss it. But now our good friend Lumian's going to call us on our telepathical whiskers and say, hey, come back, I need to talk to you. And we're going to be like, but we're going to go back anyway. So we're going to run back and see Lumian. Luckily, we have this wire box, because if we had to climb this building every time, that'd be a little annoying. So we have to give Lumian the happiness that we just collected. The happiness will end up helping him escape the lightning rod and get back to the realm of the spirit guardians. He's also about to introduce to us the shop. We do not use the shop in any percent at all, so we can just avoid that. We didn't get a ledge hang. That's amazing. Sometimes when you jump off like that, you'll just grab the ledge and, well, that's never any good. So Lumien's gonna call us up again and say, hey, I will generously show you the way to your next person you need to help. I'll even be a friend and turn this wire on for you. Yeah, don't get used to that. In the future, we'll have to turn wires on by ourselves. Pick up 1 or 2 more energy on the way. We don't really need extra energy because every time we complete a job for a kibling, we get energy enough to turn on all the kibling boxes, but something to do. You can either squeak or grab extra energy, I guess. Whichever you're feeling like doing at the time. Anyway, this is Sophie. She's a grad student, and she has like 2 hours to put in her final paper. She's really close to graduating, and her power is not cooperating with her. Yeah, go Pikachu, go. Yeah, around here we play a lot of Pokemon games, so we sometimes call Mouse a Pikachu clone. This time we have 3 sets of Kiblings to grab. So we're going to turn on the KTS, the Kibling tracking system, and disable the camouflage like we do. Now we are going to head to the biggest source of RNG in the run. Talking about RNG real quick. In this game, the RNG is not really run killing, it's just time loss. So we're heading for who I lovingly call the triplets. Nah, the cat's at the beginning of the game, bud. Now, these triplets are the biggest source of RNG in this game, in the speedrun, because they want to play hide and seek, and their pattern changes every time. You will start to recognize some patterns because eventually they start repeating, but you never know which one you're going to get. So let's hope the triplets be nice. You can tell where they are because you'll see a little bolts of electricity coming out of the item, and sometimes it will shake. See that one down there? And you can only miss 3 times. They're not being too nice this time. Yep, the triple troublemakers. Okay, that wasn't too bad of a pattern. That last one refused to show itself. But not only is once bad enough, but they want you to play again, this time in the lower garden. Now, I don't find the lower garden as bad because there's usually one right here. There's always one in this light. It's the third one you have to watch out for. Alright, so we got the same bottom pattern as We've gotten that bottom pattern plenty of times before, so that wasn't too bad of a triplet. I'll take that triplet every time. I will take that triplets every time. But yeah, that was it. That was the big RNG factor in this game. Now we come to Key Coach and Key Sprint. Key Coach and Key Sprint are trying to break the speed of light. They're trying to get Key Sprint to run faster or at the speed of light. He was really close in the past, but we're going to give him a little boost, if you will. So by shocking him, he will run faster. And depending on how nice he is, now his pattern is RNG, but it's not anywhere near as bad as triplets. See, we're done already. And I love Key Coach's face there. I mean, unfortunately, Key Sprint pays for it in the end by running into that bench. Oh, it's not the speed of light. My bad. It's the sound barrier. My bad. Sorry about that. See you later, mouse. Now we're going to go talk to the last Kibling of the set. Know-it-all, Mr. Keylearn. I'll go ahead and talk about Keylearn. Keylearn's thing is he likes riddles. So what he's going to do is ask us numbers, like what's the price of a cup of coffee? Usually you would have to go find the price of the cup of coffee, but luckily this game's amazing and you can just write down what it is ahead of time. And then he's like, well, what year did the old well get put in? Once again, we have that information written down already. So this game is awesome in that effect. So we're ready to go turn on the second Kibling box. And get Sophie's power back on. Or off the fritz. Because her power's on the fritz and, well, she needs to finish that homework. She needs to finish that homework. And the Kibling lumps are like, don't forget to tell Lumion, blah, 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 blah. But now her power is not on the fritz anymore, and she can do her homework and finish that grad paper. We have our second orb of happiness. So our friend Lumion is about to call us up and like, hey Mouse, guess what? I know how to teleport you. Come back and talk to me. And the first time I saw that, I'm like, you couldn't have done that earlier. because we have to go back here like 4 times in this game. Once at the first quest, once after the second quest, and then there's once after a few more quests, and then once at the final. He zaps us back twice. Zaps us back twice. It'd be really nice if he zapped us back every time, but hey, if that's the worst thing this game has to offer, then it's a really good game. But we're not just here to give him happiness and get a new mission. No, we are also going to get a new ability. The ability to turn Mouse's body into an electric current so she can pass through fences and grates and things like that. But it also has a second effect. Remember those ledge grabs I was talking about? If you're in electric mode, you will not grab a ledge. And when I discovered that, I'm like, well, it won't save much time, but it will save a little. So now he's sending us to Northtown. So we're heading to Northtown. It takes a minute or two to run all the way to Northtown. Our legs are tiny, you know. And there's no speed up button either. Like, there's no sprint button, I should say. There's a item you can buy in the shop that helps you run faster, but once again, you need to gather light bulbs to buy it, and gathering light bulbs is slow, so we just keep on running. Good thing we got that new ability because Northtown is under construction, but we run right through the fence and into Northtown. Now, Northtown is a lot bigger than East Street because it's the commercial district. We have 4 Kibling boxes to activate here. And some of my favorite dialogues between humans is here too. But we'll go over that as they appear. So Lumion once again calls us and says, hey, yeah, guess what? Good luck. This place is a lot bigger than where you've been. Thanks. Alright, this is a sister and her little brother, and they're working late. The lights blink because once again the whole thunderstorm thing, and they think it's a ghost, and the little boy's like, ooh, which I find very funny. And then the kid just takes a dive like that. I find that hilarious. But anyway, the ghost in the lamps. We gotta go fix their ghost problem, if you will. Oops, that was a mistake. Not a huge mistake, but it was a mistake. Da-dum-dum. And then Mouse finds our 3rd Kibling box. Thank you, Rodent. I find that funny too. There's just a lot of charming writing in this game. Like, we're a replacement spirit guardian and we're called a rodent. And we're going to want to activate this box because, like I said, from now on we have to activate the boxes. Now we're going to talk to this new Key Cry. Key Cry heard them talking about a ghost and asked us if we're a ghost, and we say no, and Key Cry, that's totally what a ghost would say. So, let's be honest, Key Cry's puzzle isn't that hard. It's a game of don't follow me over here, because I'm just going to jump away from you. But if there's no place for you to jump, then where are you going to go? You'll never reach me over here, you rotten ghost. And I'm like, friend? But anyway, we finished with Key Cry already. The longest thing about Key Cry is running to where Key Cry's at. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Kibling would definitely like. Alright, so our next Kibling we're going to help is Key Senior. Now, Key Senior is looking for numbers. Because, like I said earlier, this game is amazing. We already have those numbers written down. The first one is just 998, 9998. Not the baby. I'm sorry, whenever Key Senior talks, I hear, not the baby. I don't say it right, but this time he turns on the electric box for us. So I guess I was wrong. That's not the last time. That's what I hear, bud. That's what I hear. Can you not hear it? The next one's 3225. Then he walks up to the bar and zaps down. I wish we could just do that, but unfortunately. Go into electric. The last one is 0285. And Key Senior goes back to the box. Unfortunately, we do have to run back to the front of the shop to catch a wire to the top that's faster than climbing the shop again, but Unfortunately, these cutscenes of turning on the power and stuff are kind of long. Anyway, fix the power, all that good stuff. And then then the Kibling box gives the PSA of make sure you turn the lights off when you leave the room. That way the Kiblings don't have to work too hard and all that good stuff. Alright, so we get our next orb of happiness. This time we do not have to go back to Lumion. Though he is going to call us. Next, we're going to go to the pizzeria. Now, this poor lady's got a lot of problems. Her heaters are off, her menu's blown away, and her sign is also broken. So, we're gonna have to help her quite a bit. But if anybody can do it, Mouse can. Now this wire is already on. This one's not going to be our main source of travel though, so we will have to turn on our main source of travel. She don't need a Snickers, bud. She needs a nap, because she is there doing all the work while her boss is at home sleeping. So we got 3 Kiblings this time. First we're going to activate this Kibling right here. But we're going to actually finish this one last. You will take both the nap and her Snickers then. Sounds good. This Kipling was trying to fix the heaters when Key Cold got stuck in a precarious situation. But now we're going to run back up here and... Alright, sounds good. But we're actually going to do that one last. We're going to run down here and talk about the sign first. Now, this Kibling, Key Scribe, needs to rewrite the menu for her. So he's going to ask us 2 different prices of 2 different menu items. And then I mash too hard and then mess up. I do that from time to time. It doesn't really hurt you that much. First one's $8.65, and then the next one's $6.45. I messed up again. My goodness. It's okay. Sometimes I go to push up on the stick one more time, but it doesn't do the input, and so now we talk to our Key Clumsy, who was trying to fix the sign, the pizzeria sign, when the most beautiful firefly passed by and slipped. And, well, you know. So we gotta move this. This is where the puzzle elements come in. Alright, and done. Alright, Joby. So, Pizza Eclair is back up and running with a sign. So now we just gotta do something about our friend hanging out. Alright, come on, calm down, you got this. Made some silly mistakes in this split, unfortunately. But silly mistakes happen, I guess. And now he's too scared to jump. Well, we got something about him being too scared to jump. You know what? Sometimes when people are too scared to jump, you just gotta give them a little zap. And them key codes like, help me, I'm going to die. Oh, wait. I'm good, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good. So key code fixes the heaters. And then the lady's really long, torturous night is over. Luckily, we can talk. Talk. She needs a small break. She's had a long night. She's had a long night. I had some goofs in that last split, unfortunately, but I got a little excitable. That's all. We get a call from Lumion saying, hey, you're doing good. There's only two more. There's only two more in this area. He's only sensing two more humans that need our help. Alright, Paul here, he's feeling under the weather, poor guy. He's hungry, and his power's out, so his little oven will not come on, and he wants to eat that quiche. So he's gonna try to thaw out that quiche with a hairdryer. Not something I'd recommend, but... This Kibling box has seen better days because, as you can see, it has one eye, its bow tie's missing. It's not doing pretty good. It's not doing good at all. But during this Kibling box, we do get to see my favorite Kibling in the game, which is always a bright side, I guess. In fact, we're going to see him right now. This is Key Dive. He's my favorite Kibling in the entire game. I don't know why he's my favorite. I couldn't answer that, but he is my favorite. All we gotta do is send him the parts that he needs. He's an inventor. He is trying to fish out of the river parts to fix the Kibling box, actually. So he needs a device to dig it out of some very deep mud that's down there. Unfortunately, there's two other parts down there, but the device just broke, so we gotta make another one. Now, this is RNG, but it's not really... not a really big deal. Two shiny Miltanks? Well then. I guess Miltank just wanted to shine. Was that during the Go event or something? But unfortunately, his invention broke again. He wanted cogs twice. That's a little bit of bad luck, but it's okay in the grand scheme of things. So now Key Dive is unfortunately done. We have to say goodbye to him. Fun fact, that copper helmet he wears, he invented that so he could go in the water since he is a being of electricity. Fun, eh? So, we're gonna go see our next Kibling, who just so happens to be right here. Now, this is Key Clean. Key Clean is looking for parts for the Kibling box as well, but Key Clean's gonna look for them in the trash because humans have thrown away some of the parts. So while Key Clean grabs the part, we have to clean up. I missed one. Three parts left. 3 more garbage cans. Now the trash is the same every time. It goes in the same location and it's the same amount of pieces every time. So there's no RNG here. I'm just bad. Same as earlier, we're going to try to stay in the middle, but going down is not as punishing as going up, so. Now, quite a bit of trash comes out of this can. I'll get the part, you clean up. Ain't that how it works? But Key Clean is complete, so Key Clean's gonna go back to the box. And we're gonna go turn on Mr. Quiche's power so he can eat his food and start feeling better. Hi! So we get our customary light bulb and the power's back on. So he makes some quiche, 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 quiche. He loves a little quiche, quiche, quiche. I mean, really, that he's a good kid. He really is. I forgot to go into electricity mode that time, so that's not good, but hey. Alright. One more human to help. So now we're gonna run over here and see our friend the artist. I forgot his name, so... Eugene, yeah, that's right. Alright, Eugene's thing is he's trying to paint and he needs to paint, but his power's out, so he can't see. Also, across the street, there's a pharmacy, and the flickering lights are hurting his eyes. So, poor Eugene. This Kibling box needs about 50 energy. Two Kiblings this time. Turn on this wire, that's very important. Alright, this is Key Boss and Key Fix. They have been trying to fix this pharmacy light for quite a while now. All we have to do is shock the letters in order of E, C, M, P, R, M, H. And that fixes the lights. And Key Boss is like, yeah, I fixed it. I totally fixed it. Anyway, they go back to the key box. Alright, welcome back, Rhodes. We're just finishing up Eugene the painter. This is Key Hack, the tallest Kibling in this game. He wants you to go around finding these notes to find out what the code for this thing is. But once again, this game is amazing. So we know it. Poor Eugene. He looked so sad because he could not paint. Aha! I love how he laughed. He's like, and then his neighbor's like, "Shut up, you idiot!" Alright, Lumien's gonna call us, be like, "Hey, you did it. Come on back, and I will zap you back this time." Like, thanks. So now we fork over, as he says, as he puts it, we fork over the happiness. Welcome back, Jovi. We're with our friend Lumien again. So, Lumien's like, "Hey, I got my strength back. My mission is done." So, Spirit Guardian Lumien going back home. But Mouse, why did you do that? And apparently somebody else needs help. So Lumien's like, "Fine." But there's nobody over, there's no Kiblings, there's nothing like that. We don't even have agents over there. Because we're going to a third area of town that we haven't been to yet. So, we gotta go to West Residence now. So, this is West Residence. There's only a solo house, a lonely house. There used to be a Kibling box over here, but it's not active anymore. This resident here has no Kibling help whatsoever. And it's just sad. So we're gonna go meet our new friend. This is Rose. She wants to see a meteor shower tonight. But the town next door, there's too much light pollution, so she's afraid that she will not be able to see the meteor shower. But Keylearn here is going to help us. But of course, he can't do anything without a riddle, so he's like, alright, I'm going to give you a riddle, so we need an engineer. You go find the engineer. Because what we're trying to do now is contact the Kiblings in the next town over to see if they'll turn down the lights for a few minutes so she can watch the meteor shower. So, Keylearn's like, hey, I like riddles, so I'm going to give you a riddle, so go find our engineer. Because it's just Keylearn. So we're going to go see our friend Keydive again. Keydive being the engineer of the group. And see if Keydive can give us any help with this situation. So we get to run right back to West Residence and talk to Keydive. Because what Keydive's going to do is give us a list of Kiblings we need to go pick up for our team. So Keydive's going to come up with the plan. So now we're going to go collect Kiblings. This is why I call this Kibling Hunt. We got to go to 6 different locations that we've already been at or near and collect Kiblings. Key Clean is here. You're right, Rhodes. You're not wrong. Kibling Hunt or Light Bulb Hunt. Yeah, but that's just what I named this split. So now we're going to come over here, drop through this grate, get Key Boss and Key Fix. Key Boss and Key Fix. Forgot to go into electric mode, but that one wasn't too bad. Then we're going to go back to East Street. We haven't been to East Street in a little while. So, first we want to pick up Key Sprint and Key Coach. Key Sprint is out for his nightly laps, so oh, there he is. Next, we're gonna go find them horrible triplets that are so mean to me. Of course, I can't complain about my triplet luck today. I've had really good triplet luck today. Yeah, his name really is Key Sprint. Now we go see Keyable or Key Goggle, Key Cable, or so now we gotta run all the way back to West Residence. Whoa. I love when I'm holding forward when it loads into an area and the camera's not having you go forward. But now we gotta run all the way back to West Residence. And that's what's sad about this. There you are, Mouse. We were just talking about you. Our strike team is now complete. We're about to go into a portion of the run that I used to think was RNG, but it's really not, because it was confirmed by the developers of this game that this part is actually not RNG, So we're working with Keeling to find some material to build this antenna we're wanting to make. We're wearing this hat that is a metal detector. Yeah, no RNG. Anyway, I misread my notes. Next, I want to go over by the stone bench. Unfortunately, you can't do this in less than 4 digs. Over by these tanks. Then by the north flowers. It's by the Kibling box, dummy. Alright, this usually goes a lot better, but we found our junk. It's not RNG anymore, but Sometimes it feels like it. Not gonna lie. Or it's not RNG, it never has been, but... Alright, working with Key Dive and our friends the triplets, but luckily the triplets cannot be that big of a pest anymore, because they're going to give us 3 items and we gotta send the right one. Now, the only RNG is which triplet has the thing you need. Sometimes the same triplet has it over and over, and sometimes 2 triplets have what you need. Okay, I'm starting to get this pattern a lot here lately, so maybe this isn't even RNG like I thought it was. So yeah. No, I think I've gotten one more pattern besides that one. I've gotten like 3 patterns in that mini game, so... Alright, so now we're going to use Key Sprint. We're going to use Key Sprint to charge the thing. And it's going to be just like Key Sprint's minigame back on the second Kibling box. We got to shock him and make him run faster. Alright. So we just gotta... Unfortunately, he can randomly change direction. I wouldn't call it RNG, I'd more call it he's going so fast he can't control himself. And sometimes it will not take your shock. Sometimes it will not take your shock. And then sometimes it'll let you shock even though you're nowhere near close. Like that. Peekabongos. Key sprint, slow down. Focus, remember your training. I can't. And then there's that face again. I'm sorry, I like the face. Yes, the face. The best face. Alright, now we have to calibrate and tune the antenna. So now we have to climb to the top and shock it to energize it. Alright, so now we have the antenna built. Siblings, gather around. And Key Dive forgot to put the phone on there. But now that's fixed, so. Now we can call the next town over and ask them to turn their lights down so Rose can see the meteor shower. And a riddle. We don't have time for this. Key Clean is trying to give them a riddle. Key Clean, my bad. Key Learn is trying to give them a riddle that we don't have time for. Then we lose the signal. We're offline. And then everybody enjoys the meteor shower together. Even Rose. Now, Rose is the only one you do not have to climb up there and talk to her again to get the happiness. But more, you might as well have to, because the triplets, again, wanted to see if they could use the satellite as a sled, and they made too much noise, and Kiblings cannot be caught. So then they clean up, and then everybody goes back to work, because they were on break. So, they were on break, so they took a break to come help us. Lumien's like, alright, come back. He couldn't just zap us back, of course, because why would he? Because why would he? Alright. We're gonna be done in like 4 minutes. He asked if we needed to go see the Kiblings for anything. And now Lumion is actually having a character change. He's like, when we first met, I was rude and, you know, I'm sorry and all that. So Lumion is a good guy. He's just can be a pest. Alright, Chovy, I'll talk to you later, bud. You have a blessed day, too. But unfortunately, Lumion's powers are failing. But Mouse climbs up there and zaps Lumion so he can get back to the realm of the spirit guardians. But that fall really did hurt Mouse a lot. But this is not the end, because the creator, the one who made Lumion, the one that made everything, has decided to give Mouse a second chance. So now the creator, the maker, has told Mouse to become a full-time spirit guardian. And time is coming up. You can't be known as Mouse for the rest of your existence. Her name will be Lila. Alright, on pressing this last button, time. And that is the spirit and the mouse. Thank you so much for allowing me to show this off. I appreciate the opportunity. Let's go see how many squeaks we did. It's a tradition on my channel when I run this game. I see how many squeaks, and we can fast forward through the credits. So let's go see squeaks real quick. Just some pictures with Kiblings and Here it comes, coming up really shortly. 116 squeaks. So thank you. Have a blessed day.